What's going on there, ma'am?
We have a kidnapping. Hurry, please.
Explain to me what's going on, okay?
There's a note left and our daughter's gone.
JonBenet Patricia Ramsey was born on August 6, 1990. She was an American child beauty queen. One might think she grew up to be successful in her life, but things went south. Before we delve into the dark story behind it, this is Detective Dossier. We will cover more and more of mysteries in the coming days for you, beginning with this one. This is our first video. We will look to be consistent, hardworking, and look to deliver quality content for you. Make use of the comment sections for interactive purposes and suggestions. Your support is appreciated. Now let us look at the horror that surrounds it. It was early morning of December 26 of 1996. John and Patsy, the beauty pageant's parents, awoke to find their daughter missing from her room. Their house was located in Boulder, Colorado. They discovered a ransom note demanding $118,000 for their daughter's safe return. Despite the note's warning of not involving police, Patsy immediately called the cops, and they arrived at the scene at 5:55 a.m., and there were no signs of forced entry. But none searched the basement.
We have a kidnapping. Hurry, please.
Explain to me what's going on. Are you
Patsy Ramsey, I'm the mother. Oh my God. Please.
I'm sending an officer over, okay?
Please.
Do you know how long she's been gone?
No, I don't. Please, we just got out and she's right here. Oh my God, please.
Before the minor's body was found, many ignorant mistake had been done. Only the minor's room was given centric attention, and the rest of the family roamed inside the house where potential evidence might have been destroyed. Around afternoon, the cops asked the family to go around the house to find if something was strange. It was the first time John went to the basement to find the corpse of his daughter. He just lifted her off to the top, disturbing crime scene where other potential evidence might have been destroyed. During the autopsy, it was found that the little girl was dead due to asphyxiation and skull fracture, her mouth covered in duct tape, wrists and neck covered in white cord, her torso covered in white blanket. There was no real evidence of possible rape because there was no semen. However, it is believed that a sexual assault had occurred the process of autopsy. The coroner also found a bit of pineapple inside her stomach. Her parents do not recollect giving her any pineapple, but there was a bowl of pineapple found in the kitchen with a fingerprint of Burke. However, this meant little because fingerprints cannot be attributed to timings. The Ramseys said Burke was in his room all night sleeping, and there was no evidence to support it otherwise. There are namely two theories for this case: family theory and the intruder theory. The family theory majorly suspected the parents and her brother. The ransom was staged as it directly correlates to the bonus John had gotten in that earlier part of the year. Who would know that accurate data? The family was very reluctant and hesitant to work with the police. But they just washed it off, saying that the police would easily frame them and rule off other ideas and wouldn't conduct a proper investigation going further. Anyway, investigators did interrogate them and ask them to submit handwriting samples to compare with the ransom letter. The father and brother were cleared off of suspicions, but Patsy's mother was not, because her handwriting was little similar, but later it was cleared off. In 1999, Colorado grand jury voted to indict the Ramseys on child endangerment, but it was called off due to lack of evidence. The intruder theory had necessarily reliable evidence. A boot print found next to the minor's body did not belong to any of the family member. There was a broken window in the basement. The blood drops of an unknown male was found in the minor's underwear. Checking the DNA did not belong to anybody of the family. Their house floors had a lot of carpets, so footsteps could not be heard. The intruder walked by without waking the family. The most famous suspect was John Karr. He admitted he killed her by accident, as he was extremely drugged. This should have been the conclusion, but the DNA samples that were discovered didn't match John Karr's. Perhaps was he a pawn of the real culprit? It gets even more scary when the DNA entered the CODIS in 2003, and yet we do not have a match. 2006, the year when Boulder District Attorney Mary Lacey took over. She agreed the intruder theory had higher chances of being true and dismissed any suspicion on the family by developing touch DNA. But local, national, and international media still believed that it was one of the family members that did it. In 2010, the case was reopened. With the DNA samples tested further, there is a belief that there are two culprits rather than one. In 2016, it was announced that the DNA would be sent to Colorado Bureau of Investigation to test them in modern methods. Burke the brother gave an interview in which he seems like he was smiling. Some say it's psychological condition because of trauma. Some call him a psycho. CBS News aired that he was indeed the killer despite the mismatch of DNA. He filed a lawsuit for defamation. But to this day, the real culprit is unknown, and it terrifies and amazes one that at least one person knows the real story. A girl was robbed off her bright future and life. Let's hope she at least gets justice. Who do you think is the culprit? Her brother? An intruder? A couple of them? Let us know your ideas and theories in the comments below. And if you are new here, kindly subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Would mean a lot. Detective Dossier signing off, and he will see you soon. Thank you for watching.